Hello and welcome back. This is my weekly catch-up. So we are going to go into editor mode. There we are. Time has stopped. We are now God. Right, last week we had just got the very basics up and running. We got a bit of copper and iron and brick smelting, and we got a nascent bus which produced the first couple of cards and not much else. This week we have a substantially larger bus. It's about twice as big, I think. Certainly more than twice as fat. We have a whole load of more processes going on. So if we zoom in here, we now have two belts of research cards. We have the copper and red cards we had last week, and now we have the green cards. This allows us to research a wider range of things. We have automated wood for these blank cards, and that's made a big difference. What else? We have on our bus glass, coke, and steel, and these were our final smeltables, which we hadn't previously got on there. The importance of these is that they, I think, unlock the next tier of research. There's a bunch of things which we couldn't craft without glass, so now that we have glass we can craft those. If we run to the other end of our bus, where we can see it in its fattest form, we're reserving these 4 lanes here for taking cards back to the labs. Then this is going to be up to 4 lanes of iron, up to 4 lanes of copper. Then we have single lanes of stone bricks, glass, coke, steel. Then we have these CPU things, automation core I think they're called. We have iron sticks, we have gears, we have blank research cards. Alright, then we have green circuits, blue engines, iron bars, and yellow engines. Now, if you've played this mod pack before, you may well be thinking, why? But I've not played this mod pack before. So basically what I'm doing is asking FNEI if the item is used in more than one production. If it is, it's going on the bus. Okay, so that's my rule of thumb. The bus is roughly twice as long as before. So at the end of last week, we'd got up to, I think, around here somewhere. Anyway, we now have a belt factory. It just makes yellow stuff at the moment, but there's room to make the reds soon. Then we have blue engines, green circuits, a pitifully small green circuit build, but at the moment the belt's backed up, which I take to mean I've got enough of them. This is our inserters build. This is not an ideal build because... Okay, so this produces... let's do it in items per minute. 120 per minute. This would consume 60. This would consume 60. 60, 60. All right, now there's 2 issues with this build. First of all, we can't keep this going flat out. That's not such a problem, because what tends to happen is you need to make a bunch of these and then it just sits around. So these machines are on and off, on and off. The more important issue is this machine down here only sees the output of one of these. This sees the output of 4 of them. And yet this is the one that probably I don't care about the most. This is probably what we're going to shift over to using a lot of. What I should really be doing is... Let's copy this. I should really be outputting on this side. In fact... there isn't a good way to do this, but I should probably be outputting on this side, running the belt like that. Okay, so these output arms would output here. And the reason for that is then all of these machines see the outputs of all 4 of these machines. And then if we ever get to the point where these can't keep up with production here, I can grow this. And every one of these machines can see all the extra ARM parts. Anyway, that's sort of an interesting aside. Green cards turned out to be all right because we had the green circuits, we had the gear wheels, and the automation, sorry, the blank cards. So they're good. And they're actually backed up now, which is really good. Right, I've extended this out, ready to go. I'm dragging the new smeltables along. The next things we're going to need to do probably revolve around the next tech. So we've done green cards, we have military, and we have chemical. Okay. So I want this to give me a recipe. Let's good. All right. So let's say this is going to make military. So this needs biter research data. And biter research data is coke and biomass and steel plates. So it's the stuff we've just put onto our bus. Okay, so one of these powers many of these. And it's going to be a fairly straightforward build, except that the biter thingy takes biomass, and I have no way to craft biomass. Right? So I've got a feeling later in the game we get some techs to craft biomass. And maybe it's not done in this type of machine. But anyway, I'm not going to go through it here because we'll go through it in the next play. But to get biomass, I've got a feeling we have to find these things. And deal with the goop that's around them. So I think we have to start killing stuff to get our next bit of research. However, these are now looking within range, so let's have a quick scan around. They're probably the most in range ones. They're probably an expansion party, to be honest. Yeah, got a nice big ocean here. There's another patch here, which must be an expansion party because they look too small to be. They look too small to be spawned in by the world. So to get those, I'm definitely going to need to start automating making magazines. And again, these are going to require recipes that I haven't really thought through. There's some iron down there, so that'll be an early thing to bring in. Back towards the bus, possibly using rails, although I don't know. Anyway, this is where I'm up to. So this is 5 hours of work to get this far. I'm sure if I knew what I was doing, it wouldn't have taken 5 hours, but it took me 5 hours. We'll see how the next week gets us. Hopefully by the end of next week, we'll have military science. We'll have any missing smeltables. I think there's a modifier key for zooming out, is there? I don't know. I'll work it out later. Yeah, hopefully next time we'll have any extra smeltables we need. We'll have a couple more techs unlocked, and we will have started to take the fight to the biters to liberate this land from the scourge of uninvited guests. Till then, thanks very much for watching. I'm on lockdown, you are probably on lockdown. I really appreciate you watching these videos. Please take the time to like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends. Stay safe, stay indoors, stay glued to YouTube, and I will see you again soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.